Hi everyone, it is Tree from Lost Time Toys, and today we are going to be looking at one of the earliest Polly Pocket in my collection. It is the 1992 Starlight Castle, and it is the Polly Pocket compact and playset that made me fall in love with Polly Pocket. I saw a video of this compact earlier this year, maybe 7 months ago, by a creator by the name of POLLY, and I'll link her YouTube channel. It's phenomenal. And when she gave a tour of this compact, I instantly fell in love with it and everything about Polly Pocket. There's so much mystery and adventure, and the whole idea of a whole universe fitting into the palm of your hand excited me to no end. And this is a light up set, so I will show you the play set, give you a complete tour, but then also I'll turn off the lights and you'll be able to see exactly how the compact was meant to look. Imagine a young Tree outside in the yard in the middle of the night with a flashlight, maybe turning on the light features of this compact and just falling in love with this universe, this fictional universe of a princess, her prince, her horse, and a swan. And it is truly one of the best pieces and a great gateway piece to get you introduced to Polly Pocket and to make you fall in love with Polly Pocket, because it absolutely converted me. So this is the outside of the compact. It is in very good condition. There's the iconic gold logo, and it is completely heart-shaped. So it fits in the palm of your hand. I think this is one of the larger compacts, actually. It's pretty a decent size. It has the clasp in the front and in the back. Let me show you what the back says. It says Bluebird Toys PLC, Swindon, England, 1992. So this is a 1992 set made in China. So we're gonna talk about the inside of this beautiful compact. In the top portion, it has the heart shape, obviously, but there is a Starlight Castle that has 4 towers in the front, 2 towers in the back with light yellow flagstaffs, and there's the impression of stars and moons in the background in a dark blue sky. The castle itself has pink spires with this light blue, almost purple brick on its main edifice, and there's a darker lilac that outlines the fortress towers at the top and the hearts that are on each of the towers. They have this beautiful, almost like egg yolk colored banner with hearts at the very, very top. There are some pretty traditional pink wooden doors that's gilded in this gold color. That's very nice. And if you look down, let's move down to the bottom. There is a pond area in the courtyard. And in the pond, you'll see that there is a swan. The swan itself is very small. And in the Polly Pocket community, there's often some confusion about the distinction between a swan and a goose, because the goose is featured in, I think, Fairy Wishing World or Wishing Well, but this is a swan. It has a thinner, almost elongated neck, and the bottom of the figure, if you see here, it's not peach, it is completely white. It has a little bit of gold for the beak, but for the most part, you can tell because it has a more slender neck, and the goose has a thicker neck. So that is the swan in this beautiful pond in the very corner here. And from the steps of the castle, you can make your way down this almost periwinkle lilac colored stairs that's built upon bricks. And you have the main courtyard here. There's a gazebo that will eventually light up. There's 4 columns in this gazebo. It has this almost like neoclassical architecture. And there's a lot of texture here. You can see that there's some fencing, garden fencing and stones that is supposed to demarcate when the garden begins. It goes all the way along the edge, and there's some quite beautiful garden and flowers that flank the outside perimeter. You see more flowers in this kind of like raised area. This is kind of like an area where you can make your way up and sit on this yellow bench or enjoy the scenery of the garden. Looks like it's some sort of like mallet. There's like 2 mallets, a purple one and a yellow one. And there's a ball here, so maybe it's crochet. There's lots of balls here. It must be some sort of, not crochet. Crochet is what you do with the needles. Croquet, something like that. It's like the game that they play in Alice in Wonderland. But this is also the battery compartment. So I'm gonna try to, this is the main fence. I'm gonna try to show you what this looks like when I turn off the lights. So just give me 1 second. Okay, it's not completely dark, but it's dark enough for you to get the effect. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this is. It has, the whole night sky is lit up with these like silhouettes of stars and the moon, and then in the back you can even see these like shrubbery and bushes and trees. And if you move down here, you can see that the gazebo is completely lit up, and it's so romantic. It has these 2 pillars that is how you enter the procession into the castle. It's so gorgeous. I fell in love with this compact like when I saw how beautifully this lit up. It is spectacular. You can remove and replace, I think it takes 2 AA batteries. You can remove it by lifting this compartment here to replace the batteries. But I'm gonna open the inside of the castle, but let me turn on the lights again. But let's just admire how spectacular this looks. It is, there's like such an ambiance to everything, and I love it. I could look at it all day, all night. It's one of the most beautiful. It fits in the palm of your hand, so you can take it on the go. I can imagine young children just falling in love with something like this. Okay, let's turn off the lights. We don't need to see it anymore. I'm gonna focus my attention now on exploring the main sort of bowels of the castle, the interiors. I'm gonna open these 2 gate doors to show you the inside. So on the inside of the castle, you'll see like the top balcony, but we have the first room right here, and the room has, it looks like a purple dresser. It also has a candelabra. I wonder if it lights up. I don't know, let me see. Turn on the lights again. Yeah, it kind of lights up. It has a dresser with a candelabra, a framed, it looks like a picture with yellow, There's a very small vase here. If you can see, a small vase with pink and yellow flowers. The vase itself is purple. There's looks like a bedroom table that is painted in this, again, this like egg yolk yellow. Looks like there's a white china set that is on the table for Polly to enjoy. There's this rounded golden mirror. It's not truly a mirror, it's silver, but it's implied. And then we have the bed here, the mattress with this canopy that is scalloped at the top in pink, and then the sheets are also pink. There's a pillowcase, and you see the almost like a coffered window in the back, so she can take a look outside. Everything is gilded in gold. So that's the upstairs. And then if you make your way downstairs, let's assume that you go down here, we have almost like a kitchenette, and the kitchenette has a lavender stove. It looks like a stove with two pots in the back. There's like a pot here and a pot here, two small and a larger one. Could be a kettle. And then fitting in with like the neoclassical theme again, we have these like white columns that flank on both sides this beautiful heart-shaped throne. Looks like the actual upholstery is in pink, but then the arms and the sort of outside of the chair is all gilded in gold. I just love that. It has this like flair for the dramatic. It has like Rococo, Baroque elements as well. But then if you move from this throne sitting area, you'll see that there is a knight in shining armor. And this is, so you're blending in the Rococo in the middle and some of the Baroque elements in the top with very like a medieval England and medieval France aesthetic here with this knight. And the coolest part that I discovered when I first purchased this Polly Pocket is that there is actually a hidden compartment. So you can hide your Polly figures and little knickknacks in this hidden compartment right behind. It's almost like a library, a secret passageway. It kind of reminds me of Clue as well. So this is, let me close the castle. It's so beautiful. But let's now explore some of the figures that came along with the set. So along with the beautiful and not goose at all swan in the pond, there are these figures. Let me show you the figures. Okay, they're all in really good shape. There's essentially 5, let me just move the swan over. There's 5 pieces that are removable. So there's the swan that I already showed you. And the swan I often keep perched in the pond in the back. There's this horse. I think the horse is called Sparkle. And Sparkle is white with a golden mane and golden tail. And I think it has golden reins and tack as well. And then there's a pink headpiece. It has this pomp and circumstance about it that gives it its pink headpiece. And then the front leg is raised and it has a very cute posture. It's like it's ready and armed and ready to take everyone on a little trip. So along with Sparkle the horse, we have this beautiful carriage. This carriage can seat probably just one, though I'd like to say 2 because there's 2 humanoid figures. Overall, the carriage is white, but there are gold accents, gold seats, gold wheels, and trim throughout this carriage. So what you can do is obviously have Sparkle, the horse, carry people with this carriage. So yeah, it will look something like that. Look at how cute that looks. So those are the animals. And then we have Polly, Princess Polly, who's wearing this gold crown because she's a princess. She has blonde curly hair, a long pink dress, it's like pleated, and beautiful puffy sleeves. Look at how puffy those sleeves are, and very dainty hands, and there's a gold base. So let me see if you can see it. It says 1991. No, it says 1992, copyright 1992. And BBT, maybe Bluebird Toys, because this was originally a Bluebird. Polly Pocket was owned by Bluebird before it was acquired by Mattel. So that is Princess Polly. And we have a romantic companion for her. This is Prince Casper. So the prince has brown hair and a very unflattering haircut, but very royal and demure. And it's parted to the left, and he has overall a light blue suit with some gold trim throughout. He has white shoes and a white base. He also says 1992, I believe, Bluebird Toys. And if you look very carefully, you see that he has like almost like shoulder flourishes. I think they're called epaulettes. But that is Prince Casper. So what you can do, and while you're playing with this, let me show you what you can do with the figures. You can put the swan, and let me turn on the lights to give it its full flare. You can put the swan right there in the lake, and then you can put the horse, Sparkle the horse, and the carriage right here. I like to position Polly right in front of her castle, because it is her domain and no one else's. Let's see. Can I do this without dropping everything? Okay, she is flouncing about. Maybe she's better off playing this mini golf, or wherever that's called in England. And then the prince can stand guard right at the entrance here. So, I mean, it's like a massacre with this horse. It's really hard to show while tilting it so that you guys can see, but you guys get the general idea. There's a horse, there's a princess, there's a prince. Look at that. It's like very, very fun. You can open it up. You can have Polly sit in her throne. She's just a queen bee. You can see her sitting on her throne. Oh my gosh, it is so, so gorgeous. And I think it's such a beautiful set. I love playing with all the pieces and having this whole like kind of fictional universe to myself. It's one of my favorites, and it's what made me fall in love with Polly Pocket, honestly. This is this 1992 Starlight Castle. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite part about this Polly Pocket?